Good day. It is October the 22nd, and today we'll continue in John 4, doing verses 13 through 15, and Proverbs 22. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you want. And we begin John 4, starting at verse 13. Jesus replied, "Anyone who drinks this water will soon be thirsty again." 14. "But those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life." 15. "Please, sir," the woman said, "give me this water. I'll never be thirsty again, and I won't have to come here to get water." Jesus is still talking with the woman. The disciples came back, and they're wondering what's going on. But Jesus replied, "Anyone who drinks this water will soon become thirsty again." He's talking about the well water, the water from Jacob's well. But he doesn't answer her question. He contrasts the literal and the figurative. The literal being the water from Jacob's well, and the literal being the spiritual water he's going to give her, the living water. 14. "But those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life." Literally, you will not thirst forever. It's immediate, eternal life. 15. "Please, sir," the woman said, "give me this water, then I'll never be thirsty again, and I won't have to come here to get water." She doesn't quite understand. It's an honest misunderstanding. She's not trying to trick him like the Pharisees did, or the Sadducees did, or the lawyers tried. They didn't actually trick him, they tried to. And she's trying to understand. She accepts only, the Samaritans accepted only the Pentateuch. The Jews would have understood what he meant by living water. The Samaritans did not accept anything but the first 5 books of the Bible, which is not in there. That particular teaching is not in the first 5 books. Proverbs 22. "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and a loving favor rather than silver and gold." Silver and gold's nice, don't get me wrong. It's nice to be rich. However, it's better to be righteous. 2. "The rich and the poor meet together. Yahweh is the maker of them all." Both the rich and poor are made by God. 3. "A prudent man seeth the evil and hideth himself. But the thoughtless pass on and are punished." The prudent man says, "Evil's coming, I better get out of the way." Thoughtless, they don't. 4. "The reward of humility is the fear of Yahweh. Even riches and honor and life. God will reward faithfulness." 5. "Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward. He that keepeth his soul holds himself far from them. Liars and double dealers are beset by their own actions and words. The righteous are free from that." 6. "Train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he is old, he will not depart from it." Early instruction lasts a lifetime. 7. "The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender." If you owe money, you got to pay it back, so you got to serve him. Give him out of your pay. Give him money out of your pay. It's the same as serving him, because you worked whatever hours it is for him. Even though if it's at a real job, you still have to pay the money you worked, so technically you're serving him. 8. "He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his wrath shall fail." 9. "He that has a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth his bread to the poor." Generous people will be blessed. That's true generosity, not, "I gave him a dime, what you going to give me?" 10. Cast out the scorner, and contention will go out. Yea, strife and shame will cease. Get rid of troublemakers, and trouble will cease. 11. He that loveth pureness of heart, that has grace on his lips, the king shall be his friend. 12. The eyes of Yahweh preserve him that has knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the faithless man. 13. The sluggard says, There's a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. There's always an excuse. He's probably just seeing a shadow of in the distance that looks like a lion. Probably some shrubbery. The mouth of a strange woman is a deep pit. He that abhorreth Yahweh will fall therein. 15. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it from him. Discipline can be painful, and you need to teach children that. 16. One may oppress the poor, yet will their gain increase. One may give to the rich, yet the want will come. 17. Incline thy ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thy heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing, if thou keepest them within thee, let them be established altogether in thy lips. That thy trust may be in Yahweh, I have made them known to thee this day, even to thee. Have I not written unto thee excellent things, of counsels and knowledge, that it might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest bring back the words of truth to them that send thee. I have taught you, and have written it down, and I've showed you the words of truth, so that you can bring them back to where you came from, and teach others. Keep them within you and in your mouth. 22. Rob not the weak, because he is weak. Neither crush the poor in the gate, for Yahweh will plead their cause, and despoil of life those that despoil them. Don't take advantage of the poor and the helpless and the weak. God will set things aright, and you won't like it. 24. Make no friendship with a man that is given to anger, and with a wrathful man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Stay away from people that are constantly angry. It is contagious. 26. Be not thou them that strike hands, or them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast not the wherewith to pay, why should they take thy bed from under thee? Don't cosign, because when you have to pay, and you will, they will take everything from you if you can't afford it. 28. Remove not the ancient landmark which our fathers have set. Don't be dishonest. Don't steal from the helpless. 29. See a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. A person who does a good job constantly, he will get promoted. He will get buyers that can afford more and more, and his worth will be obvious. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.